Good morning, peoples. December the 28th. Would you take a chance on being judged in heaven by the same rules used to judge your fellow men? Ooh, good question. I like that. How easy it is to have one set of rules for ourselves and another for everyone else. One of the most profound biblical concepts is the admonition to walk a mile in another's shoes before criticizing him or her. When you are tempted to be critical of a colleague or family member, pause for a moment and ask yourself, how do I measure up? Am I criticizing this person for behavior I sometimes exhibit myself? I think everybody's guilty of that to some extent at some point or time, right? Just because they are not doing things the way I would, does it mean they are wrong? You may find that when you seriously consider another's approach, you will learn a better way to do things yourself. Yeah, there you go. I'm big on that last one, learning from other people. Back when I was dating, one of the things I loved about meeting a new person was getting to experience the world through a different set of eyes. That person has been to different places, done different things, experienced different things. So it always fascinated me when I met a new person to sit and talk to them and say, oh yeah, what was that like? Where were you? Where'd you grow up? Just finding that different perspective on the world. That always fascinated me. That always interested me, and that was the spark that usually got a relationship going. Was my interest in people like when you pay attention to them, and it wasn't a conscious decision on my part to pay attention. I was genuinely interested. Like we talked about the other day, genuine religion, genuine interest is the best interest, and I was genuinely interested in these ladies and their lives and where they came from, their background, and all that, because it was information to me. I was learning. I love to learn, and I was learning about how they viewed life. And he's talking about more practical, learning a better way to do things. But for me, it was just more absorbing the experience of the world through another person's eyes. So always fascinated me, always will fascinate me. I mean, that's true to this day. And learning everything about her and her life. And we just did the whole grandchildren thing, which is new to me. I held the baby, her daughter's baby, I held it in my hands. I'm 57 years old. That was the first baby I ever held in my hands. I never had kids, and wasn't close enough to other people that I was in the friggin' birth room or delivery room or whatever the day after, to hold their kid. I didn't hold other people. It kind of, I'm not Joe Biden. I don't go creepy. Let me hold your baby, so... it's an experience. It's different. It felt like a heavy football because it was so little, and I got big ass hands. I can tell you, so my two hands more than covered the entire baby. It was 1 day old, tiny, but yeah, it just felt like a heavy football, and just useless information you read over the years. I mean, I wasn't searching out how to hold a baby, but I remember seeing you cradle its head. You got to support its head because its neck is weak. So my one hand was under its butt and back, which once again, it covered the entire, no problem, 2/3 of its body. And then the other hand was under the head because I had read years ago somewhere, you support the baby's head. I supported the baby's head. That was it. And once again, it's just like a heavy football. Anyway, it was cool. It was something different. Cross it off my bucket list, although it was never on the bucket list to hold a baby. I held a baby. So that's the last sentence, which, I told you what that means to me. And I agree, especially with the finding another approach. When you open yourself up to how others do things, you can always learn from other people. So that's cool. And then also judging other people. Like I said, I think everybody watching this video has at one time or another judged another person. And then if they just took the time to be introspective and think, hey, have I ever done that? Or something similar to that? I mean, just as simple as you're being harsh because somebody screwed up, right? Somebody made a mistake and somebody, did something stupid. Have you ever done something stupid? Hello? Every friggin' day. I mean, yeah. We're all human. We're all flawed. We're all imperfect. So anytime you're hard on somebody else for being imperfect, it's like, yeah, take take a look, physician, heal thyself. Take a look at yourself. Take a look in the mirror, because you've got as many flaws, if not more, than the person that you're dogging. So spend less time dogging them and more time working on yourself. That's a big hurrah on me, or from me, on me, and from me. I agree 150%. That's it for today. We're almost done with the faith and hope. Let's peek ahead to January, shall we? Because remember, we started this in June. Traits of character. So we're going to talk about character. And that's, if I turn my head, it gets dark. And I turn my big pumpkin head, it covers the thing and gets light. Interesting. Sorry about the background changing. Character is huge, because especially Jacksonville, I always talk about how it being a very large mileage metropolitan area. It's the largest in the country, which is strange because you think New York City or Dallas, Fort Worth, or one of those. Jacksonville, mileage, biggest, left, right, top, bottom. But everybody knows everybody. Like I said, I was in the real estate investor community, and everybody in the community knows everybody. It's interesting how that worked there, because it's such a big town physically, mileage-wise, but everybody knows everybody. So when we talk about character next month and start in a couple of days, character leads to reputation. And in business, reputation is everything. When I was flipping, I would make a phone call and have a 5-minute chat with a private lender who I knew and had a relationship with and knew my character. And based on my character, based on my reputation, I was able to, borrow $100,000 or $150,000. To you people who have never flipped before, that doesn't seem real. How can you get 100 or 150 grand with a phone call? Character, reputation, right? And to a certain extent, past performance. Having done it with other people, they knew, right? Like if they don't know you, they know other people, and the other people say, yeah, he's a solid guy. He borrowed 150 grand from me and he returned it in 6 months with interest. In other words, he did what he said he would do. Huge, huge, right? Why am I reading this book 190 something days after I started? Because I said I would. Is it starting to come together for you? Character, right? I said I would do it. I made a promise. I kept my promise. I'm here in Chiang Mai. We were at the beach. I was sick as a dog. I still read the friggin' book, don't I? Something to be said for that, guys. We'll talk, I guess, a lot about that next month. So lately, yeah, good stuff. I hope you all are paying attention. I hope you're getting something out of it. This is, everybody wants to know what's the key. I want to make more money. Do you really? Do you really want to make more money? Watch all these friggin' videos and do what it says. You'll make more money. Or be happier, be more successful, because that also is in here. Really, whatever your goal is, this book is nothing more than information to help you reach your goal. Period. That's what it is. Cool stuff. Anyway, that's it for today. It's annoying with the background, the black. Sorry about that. I'll pick a better spot tomorrow to record, maybe outside or in the dining room or something like that. Over and out.